guys, I'm gonna show you guys how I cook my salmon. A lot of people, don't really know how to cook salmon. Either they cook it and the skin that's on top of the fish is really tough. That's because they cook it with that skin, which you have to take it off. So I'm gonna show you guys how to actually prepare the salmon and to remove that hard skin on it. Because if you have the hard skin on it and you cook it, it's not gonna be enjoyable for you to eat. So let's see. Okay guys, here's the salmon. This is the skin of the salmon. And I believe I got this at HEB for like maybe $7 and some change, which is a nice decent sized salmon, as you can see. So what I do to remove this skin, because if you don't remove the skin and you cook it with the skin, it's not going to be enjoyable for you to eat. So what I do, I basically soak it in water, salt. I use like sea salt. Okay, I use like sea salt, and I put lemon in there, and I put a little bit of apple cider vinegar in there as well, and I just basically let it soak for a few minutes, and which I already have let it soak for a little bit. So what I'm going to do is take my knife, and these are my lima beans, y'all. I'm trying to make some lima beans with mixed with rice. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna take your salmon, right? And you're gonna peel back that skin a little bit, take your knife and kind of scrape that skin off, because we don't want that. So just scrape that off just like so. It should, once you have it soaking, it should be very easy for you to strip that skin off. But you have to let it soak for a little bit for that to happen. So I have a little bit left over on there. I'm just going to scrape that off, because I want all my fish, okay? Okay, so I scraped that off. So you see how we took this off? This is very hard. Like the skin of a salmon is very, very hard. So you have to remove this before actually cooking it, okay? So we don't want this. We're going to throw this out. Now, I'm going to dump this water that I have in here out, and then I'm going to start putting my seasonings and so forth and so on in there, okay? Okay, so right here, I'm going to put my seasonings and everything. I put like 2 cloves of garlic in here. I put some like red onions is my favorite. I like to put that in pretty much everything. I also have some orange peppers, and I also have some red. Got some red peppers here. I'm gonna dump that in there. I also chopped up some scallions, as you can see. I'm going to dump that in there as well. And then I'm going to grab some more seasonings. I use Sazon and everything. Like, this is my favorite seasoning I like to use. So I grabbed like a pack of that. This is the packet right here, you guys. So I'm going to dump that in there with it. I put a little bit of olive oil in there as well. That's all I use is olive oil. I don't use vegetable oil or any of that. So I'm going to put that in there. And now I'm going to add a little bit of this. It's risciato or cilantro, basically. I usually have like the fresh cilantro that I like to throw on top of there, but since this is what I have, I'm just going to use that. Just throw a little bit in there, like so. I'm also going to put a little bit of... Okay, so I'm going to put a little bit of oregano in there. I usually like the fresh thyme, but since I don't have it, I'm just going to opt to use my dry thyme. And I'm going to put a little bit of white pepper in there. along with the lemon pepper. So I'm gonna put those in there, mix that all in. I just put a dab. I don't really use a measuring cup, you guys. I just, you know, I mean, I kind of just eyeball it. I mean, I'm kind of a seasoned cook, so I really don't need to measure anything. I just put a little bit in there and eyeball it. So the next thing, I'm gonna put a little bit of this lemon pepper. Just a little bit, not too much. We already have other seasons that we put in there. You know what I also like to season my meats with, whether it's fish, whether it's steak, whether it's chicken, is Worcestershire sauce, which I don't have right now because I used it all up. But I also like to use that as well in my meats, you know. So I don't just use Worcestershire sauce for steak, even though it's good for steak, but I use it for all my meats, to be honest with you. So this is it right here, you guys. It already looks so good. I'm gonna add some tomatoes to it. I'm gonna flip it over and season it on the other side with another pack of this, maybe just a half a packet of this. Excuse me. So a half of that, and then I'm gonna just grab some black pepper. Some crushed black pepper, just to throw on that top of there. There you go. Now I'm gonna grab some tomatoes. And I have these red grape tomatoes, which I kind of love in my salads and everything. So I'm gonna just grab a handful of that and just throw that. I'm gonna rinse it off and throw that in there with it. I'm probably gonna add another strip of onion as well. So I'm just gonna. This is what they look like. I'm gonna throw that in there. A little bit of I have like the juice of the jalapeno, so I'm gonna put a little bit of that with the jalapeno in there. So we like spicy in this house. So I'm gonna mix that in all together. I don't want to forget my garlic. I'll cut that up and put that in here. So yeah, this is how it looks like, you guys. It looks really good. And this is all you have to do to it. Like, I didn't add. One thing you have to know about salmon, it creates its own water, so you really don't have to put any water in it. It's gonna steam up and make its own water. So all I really did was put all my seasonings in there, and that was pretty much it. So it's gonna, even though it already had a little bit of water in there, because it's gonna steam up and make more water. So we're going to put that on the stove, put it in the back. Forgive my pan, y'all. The handle broke off the other day, so I have to go buy more pans. That broke off, but we gotta make it work for this. So yeah, so I'm gonna have this steam. I'll cover it up. We're gonna cover this up and put it on like a medium heat, and it's gonna steam up. And once it steams up, I'm gonna show you guys the end product. As you can see, it looks really good. So I'm gonna let this cook, and then I'm gonna come back with basically my final product of what I'm making tonight for dinner. As you know, I'm trying to be on this healthy journey type of situation, so I'm trying to get back to where I was before I moved down here to Texas, because your girl gained so much weight, okay, and it ain't cute, and not to me it ain't. So I'm gonna try to bring my weight down by eating healthy and all that. So I don't know if I showed you guys what I bought as far as like my regimen of what I eat, of what I bought from Walmart. I may do a video compilation of that, but for right now, we're just gonna stick to this dinner thing I'm doing. So I'm gonna let that cook, and then I'm gonna come back after I finish the final product and everything, and my dinner's done and everything. I'm basically making salmon with the lima beans with white rice mixed in together with a side of steamed carrots. That's pretty much all I'm eating. I also have an egg roll on the side, you know what I'm saying? Because I really didn't eat anything really of any solids today. So I have a taste for one egg roll, maybe two. We'll see, okay? Because this morning all I had was a coffee and a piece of wheat toast with peanut butter on it. That's all I had. And then for lunch I had a shake, a protein shake that I made with bananas, strawberries. I put like a scoop of some protein powder in there, as well as some fiber, like a half a scoop of fiber powder in there as well. So yeah, so your girl's hungry, okay? Your girl's hungry. So I'm gonna let the food cook, and then I'll catch y'all in the end of my finished food, okay? And dinner, all right? Catch y'all in a minute. So this is dinner. As you can see, this is the salmon, which is nice and tender and moist, as you guys can see. I'm gonna take a taste of it. Tastes perfect. Like I said, I made some little bit of rice on the side and some carrots. I have egg rolls in the little Chinese egg rolls in the oven, but for the most part, this is dinner. And I also have shameless plug, y'all. I ain't advertising for the company or nothing, but I kind of like this wine right here, oat leaf. The red blend is pretty good. I really like it. So, and it's inexpensive. So I'm gonna have that along with my fish, because they say having wine it tastes good with fish. So I'm having a little bit of that and some water. And that's it, you guys. So yeah, so every now and again I'll come up on YouTube or any of my other platforms. If you guys are not following me on Twitter, follow me on Twitter. Follow me on TikTok at WideEyeDiva, same as my Instagram as well, as WideEyeDiva. So you can follow me on there. I'm more active on Instagram more than anything. So and TikTok, it seems lately. So yeah, so this is the final product of my salmon. So you guys who ask about how to make salmon, that's how you make it. You have to peel that skin off before steaming it out. Don't have to add any water to it. Once you take that skin off, just add whatever seasonings to it and put it on a low steam, and voila, this is what you'll get. All right, so if you guys enjoyed the video, make sure you like, share, and subscribe, and I will catch you lovelies in another video. Bye.